Well, as I said before, Sonic just can never get a break. Hello everyone, it's me and Aldous back with another video, and I know I'm a couple days late on this because I honestly did not find this out until last night at the time I'm recording this, simply because I just got busy over the weekend and was not on Twitter. But while everyone was crying out that Twitter was going to end and shut down and making lovely little memes of the end of an era and blaming Elon Musk on it, something else had happened alongside of that, and that was, yes, the co-creator of Sonic the Hedgehog got arrested.
I'm going! I'm going!
Yes, the co-creator Yuji Nakai, I believe that's how it's pronounced, I don't know Japanese. But yes, Yuji Nakai, the co-creator of Sonic the Hedgehog, was reported to be arrested for illegal insider trading. As we can see here, pulled up on this on CB News, though a lot of articles and a lot of journalists has been discussing it. It says Sonic the Hedgehog co-creator arrested for illegal insider trading. Now, according to the article, the 57-year-old programmer known for making Sonic and other major titles, a Japan game from Sega, was arrested on Friday, a prosecution document obtained by the AFP said. His alleged misdeed took place nearly 3 years ago when Nakai was employed at Final Fantasy creator Square Enix, the Tokyo District Prosecutor official document said. Nakai is accused of buying shares in another game company, aiming when he knew they were going to release a new title jointly developed with Square Enix. He purchased 10,000 shares in aiming for 2.8 million yens, or 20,000 K, in January of 2020, according to the document, and the new game was announced the following month. Prosecutors on Thursday arrested the two other former Square employees, also for their alleged insider trading linking to Amy. Nakai was not immediately reachable for comment, but his fans expressed surprise and disappointment on social media. Please tell me this isn't true. He brought Sonic to life. I'm so sad, one Twitter user wrote. He worked on many great games. So disappointing, said another. On the website, the game studio of Nakai founded called Pro, the programmer said he wanted to create games that surprise and entertain children around the world. Which, I mean, makes sense because anyone who followed the history of any of the workers, creators, or just Sega, he actually would leave after the release of Sonic 06 or Sonic and the Secret Rings because he wanted to make his own games. Or at least from what I've read and heard. But clearly, eventually, a couple of years ago, he decided to take a different route. And here, there's another article on Virtue. Sonic creator arrested for using cheat codes on the economy, basically saying a lot of the similar things. It also added that he left Square in 2021 after a commercial failure of his new original 3D platformer, Battling Wonderworld. The game March 2021 released for its enormous misfire with fewer than 1,200 copies sold during its first week. This poor performance caused Nakai to tweet that he was considered retirement. You either retire a hero or work long enough to become the Eggman. I mean, I actually really like that. That's funny. So obviously, as someone who has been playing Sonic for a long time and has been getting more active in the Sonic franchise, fandom, I should say, the Sonic fandom, more so this year, it is a really disappointing to hear that someone that made a really big part of your childhood and just this big creation that has lasted so many years. It is disappointing to see, I guess like how the mighty has fallen or something like that. I'm assuming, and this is something I've actually had heard, that maybe the commercial failure of his 3D game Battling Wonderworld or whatever it was called might have hit his confidence or his financials hard, which is why he agreed to the trader deals or was willing to go along with it. Of course, as the article says, the other two people involved had also been arrested to this and are obviously going to be charged for that and prosecuted. It is an unfortunate event to hear, and it is, I don't know, I guess one of those things like you had such a good legacy and now this is what you're going to be remembered as. Because, Sonic is a very, It is a very popular and beloved franchise, especially now with the release of Sonic Frontiers and how well that's been doing. It's just the absolute worst time to get caught with a crime. I mean, he had no involvement with Frontiers or any Sonic game since, I believe, '06. Like, he left a long time ago, but people still knew him for Sonic. Like, Sonic was like this big legacy. It was something that was attached to his name, and now it's unfortunate that that's what he's going to be remembered as, and how the fandom is going to remember him as, because it is disappointing. It is. But at the same time, I don't know if I don't know if it's like the biggest surprising thing for him to fall out, because like I said, he left the Sonic team a long time ago, and he was ousted by his own team as well. Especially with, I can't pronounce his name, like I think it's pronounced Naruto Oshima. I'm sorry if I pronounce it wrong. Like, again, I'm just not good with Japanese name. But Oshima was the original artist of both Sonic and Babylon, the other Sega IPs. Due to him being problematic in the team itself, apparently, like a couple months ago, like 3-4 months ago, with the anniversary of Nights, another Sega game, he like completely blacked out Oshima in the group photo, basically to be petty, and like a drama occurred from fans on Twitter, and he just blocked a lot of people, so he didn't have to like confront it at all. Just truly shows how this creator has fallen from his Sega days to his failure to release, and to like literally now getting arrested. So, I mean, I guess it's not really surprising. I mean, I feel like a lot of, like, hardcore Sega Sonic fans had a little bit of faith in him still, especially after whatever the Babylon Wonderland game was. I don't know for sure entirely what the game was, but I know it was just huge failure. But there were still people that had a lot of hope in him because, you know, like, again, his name was attached to a very iconic franchise, a very iconic character, and now I think whatever credibility he had left has now been swept off and is to be no more. It is a very unfortunate situation. It does seem like one of those situations where you make something so big and your ego gets so big and you think that no matter what happens, you know, you can take on the world and you can, everything you do would be successful because you made something so grand, only to make all these promises you can't that did not live up to his potential, and just have failure after failure after failure. Because once again, he left the Sega to make his own games, and then they weren't successful or couldn't get them off the ground, and then here's this. Now he's arrested and probably has lost any career or gaming career in the gaming industry or anything now forever, or, you know, just, it is one of those how the mighty has fallen situation, and it's a very unfortunate one. Like I said, just Sonic just can't get a break. Every time we get something good, just something has to pile onto it. But yeah, I mean, just my philosophy when it comes to crime is don't do it, especially if you're going to be dumb about it and get caught, because he did this within the studio he was working in and he didn't think he was going to get caught. I find that just very stupid, but it's not my life nor my career, so don't do stupid shit, guys. Don't do stupid shit. And with that being said, leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already. I post videos as often as I can. At the time I'm recording this, I'm either about 2K, I'm just about 2K, so probably when this gets out, we might actually be at 2K, so that's crazy to think. So let's keep going, please. It would mean the world to me. It would mean the world to me. And as always, till next time, bye-bye.